You know, I see myself being the present and future of boxing, to where anybody who wants to watch me box, they say, oh, this is what boxing is supposed to look like. This is a huge homecoming. You know, I'm ready to execute.
Hit my stride in the road. 2 thumbs up to the nose. Throwing shade like they know me. It's all good, I don't know shit. They living life out in motion. We living life like a movie. That's a doozy, but I'm broken.
Living in the past, no jacuzzi. Young and black and not black on tracks. The strap sacks and packs, but I wax on wax. Yes, that's a fact, but I'll take the slack if they wanna act like we ain't putting on. So strong is wrong. He hold his own, now he came along and start hitting home runs. But I tell him the best yet to come, cause we just begun. We so far from done.
Hello.
And we are gonna have a lot of fun.
Fast track to a world title, debuted at 17, became a world champion by 21. If he continues with this momentum, he could be one of the greatest fighters of all time. They call him the undercard main event, and there's a reason for that. He always produces fireworks, but this time he'll produce fireworks in the main event on July 4th when he defends his world title for the first time. The beginning of the Mason era begins this July 4, live on DAZN and on TNT.
I think it's a terrific main event. Abdullah Mason had to walk through fire in his last time out in Saudi Arabia, beat an experienced opponent in Sam Noakes, and now he's going to have to do maybe the exact same thing.
Abdullah Mason's a terrific young talent. Again, he's another fighter who's kind of gone about his business at a rapid rate since he's turned professional. He's made no secret of his desire to challenge the best fighters in the sport.
I think Abdullah Mason has all the abilities to be literally the next superstar in boxing from his class. I think he's everything that you want, action-packed, intelligence. He's willing to get, physical when he needs to, but he can show the attributes of boxing, moving, and he has the great knockouts that everybody wants.
This first main event for his new deal with Top Rank DAZN on TNT is definitely a door opener to boxing being on TNT, and I feel like I'll be setting a tone for any boxing events coming after that. They're gonna have something to expect, after July 4th. My career so far has been, I would say it's been like a staircase. Every fight that I've had, every step towards this world title that I've gained has been like a level higher. And I want to continue my success in the boxing ring, just keeping my family around me, keeping my father around me, staying focused and listening to what they got to say.
You usually go on the road sometimes to win a world title. You never really think you got to go to Saudi Arabia to win it, but he got on the plane first and he was there.
We continue with a battle of the undefeated Abdullah Mason!
I can't lie, victorious. Better get victorious. I gotta roll you flush and I'm just warming up.
I thought his fight with Sam Noakes was absolutely terrific. Sam Noakes made him dig deep, and when you're a young champion like Abdullah Mason with all the skills, all the talent in the world, you have to have those gut checks. You have to show that you can come through adversity, and he did that.
I think he won that fight with Sam Noakes just on talent alone, without really smoothing out the edges in his game or getting that savvy yet at just 21 years old, going on 22.
I remember his dad was in the corner and he was sitting behind him and he's just screaming his head off, just box him, just box him.
You're trying to counter everything you throw. You got to be tight. Don't worry about the inside right now. Shoot the jab and move.
I really like his dad in the corner with him, just getting him to calm down a little bit at times. You don't need to go out there and you don't need to blast these guys out. You got the skills. Skills pay the bills. So I think he'll be a much better fighter because of that fight, because of the different areas that he had to show and dig deep.
And he did, but you know what? He took punches and he fired back every time he had to. There's a reason why there's a belt around his waist right now.
Abdullah Mason!
The youngest champion in boxing today, Abdullah Mason, with a unanimous decision win.
The feeling of fulfillment after, knowing that the hard work I put in is paid off that night. And I feel like I won that fight in a way that no other fighter in my division would have fought that fight in that way and came out how I did. My goals now is just to keep putting on, keep doing what I've been doing in the boxing world, just make boxing something that people really want to watch. This first title defense is very important. It's one thing to win a title, but once you defend it, I feel like that's another double stamp on that.
And I think Mason is a quiet killer who's just scratching the very surface of his immense potential.
Abdullah Mason rightly is being anointed as kind of the next guy on the way up in those weight classes at 135, and he's got the frame to go up to 147, maybe even 154.
I expect him to handle his business. I expect him to win this fight by knockout. But what we want to see out of Abdullah Mason in this fight is growth from the Sam Noakes fight. Can he be a little bit more disciplined with his skill set, with his sense of distance? He has the kind of electricity in his hands with speed and power.
You can expect a captivating fight every time Abdullah Mason steps in the ring. You always see combination, you always see action.
And we want to see more of the double Mason. How good is this young man?
He's gonna bring the smoke and produce a show.
The city of Cleveland. Cleveland is home. Cleveland is home. So I guess that tells you everything right there. Cleveland is home, and you know how you feel when you're at home.
A city with rich professional sports history that includes the Cavaliers, Browns, and Guardians. And on July 4th, it will celebrate Independence Day with the return of World Championship Boxing.
This is the first time that Abdullah is going to be headlining in his hometown, so he expects a large contingent of his fans. It's very special for a fighter to be making their first world title defense in their hometown because it adds another element and another reason to support this young rising fighter.
They've been asking for a homecoming for a long time, and I'm definitely very grateful to have Cleveland behind me. But they're going to be able to watch my fight live and a living color at the Wolstein Center. And if anybody, got an appetite for smoke, then I'm calling this one a cookout. So come to the cookout and you're going to be fulfilled.
I'm feeling really excited about it. The fact that we have the world's youngest champ defending his title and the greatest of the Cleveland. It's really exciting. Cleveland has a long, storied history of great boxers, and I'm just so excited to really recognize all that great excellence across our city as we celebrate this big fight come July 4th.
To be headlining in Cleveland with my brothers on the call with me means everything. They've been in my corner. They've been training me since I turned pro, since before I turned pro. And to have two of them on the card with me, that makes this training camp special because, I'll be in the gym training with them, knowing that they're going to be also under those lights. We get to push each other, drill with each other. When we were amateurs, my brothers and I headlined an amateur fight card, and it was the biggest amateur fight card Cleveland's seen in a long time. That was in 2019, and since then, Cleveland has been wanting that, asking for that, and we've been anticipating it as well. So I'm definitely excited to have my brothers in this fight card with me. With family, you could achieve whatever you want to achieve with that support. My family is more important than a world title, for sure. My family, it don't get no bigger than that. I love my family.
The week of, the tickets and we're going to have him around town all week, the pressure comes up. It's tough on a hometown kid, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't believe in Abdullah's ability to do it again. It took so much work to get to this point to win the world title. I know he's not going to let anybody take it from him.
I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun this fight. After that training camp, I feel like the fight is what's going to be the fun part.
There we got Tiger Johnson, Abdullah Mason, and we got Shu York. Come through, or you're going to be through.
Move it up like that, yeah. Push him back like that, yeah. Take a stand like that, yeah. Get your hands up.
July 4th, you got to be at the Wolstein Center for your world champion's first homecoming and first title defense. I don't want y'all to look at the footage afterwards, and wish y'all were there. I'd rather y'all be there, and be happy. We need Cleveland in the building. Be there and be happy that y'all got to see it live. It's gonna be fireworks. It's definitely gonna be fireworks, and I want everybody to be in the building. If they want to see fireworks, it's going to be at the Wolstein Center July 4th. Y'all be there.